Hello folks, and welcome to the inaugural edition of Rake Reflects, in which I, the Rake, a silver Storybook Brawl professional player, will reflect upon one of my games. So, let's go ahead and get started. I meant to hit the record button, um, but a little bit earlier so we can talk about hero selection, but Zippy's a strong one. Wasn't anything else in there. Of the new 4 heroes, Zippy is definitely the strongest. And then definitely almost any shop with a forbidden fruit is one in which I'm going to go ahead and lock so I can buy 2 characters on the second turn of the game. So pretty easy there. And then we go into the next round. We go ahead and fire that off, get our 2 guys. I try and avoid the egg whenever possible. Sometimes I get smashed by it. That's fine. Let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. And then we get we get donkey farmed, is what happens here. With this donkey is got enough health that we can't get through it at all. We can get killed by the spawns. Next round, pretty easy to take the tiny to combo with our baby root. And then I decided to go ahead and take the Lonely Prince in order to, I think it has enough upside that I'm interested in doing that. So go ahead and do that. And we end up, I believe, losing this fight somewhat unluckily. Yeah, somewhat unluckily. So I use the storybook. Let me pause this for a second. So I use the extension or application SBB tracker, which provides me with these lovely heads-up displays for my turn counter to let me know where I am, and also it simulates every fight. The simulator isn't 1000% accurate. It's particularly it doesn't. I believe it understands how to use anything that's not on the board immediately, not one of the 3 treasures or 7 characters on the board in its math. It doesn't know like what's going to be spawned by when something's in a croc bait, or something summoned by Mordred, or whatever the level 4 animal that summons itself from your hand. So anyway, getting to this turn, a little bit awkward in that we can't really use it. It just makes us much stronger on board to take these 2 level 2 pairs. So that gives us the best chance of winning this next fight. And with the Zippy, it's definitely very important to keep dealing the most, or you want to keep winning fights so you can keep killing your opponent's creatures so you can power up the power. Power up the power. You can have insights like these and more if you just subscribe right now to Rake Reflects. Anyway, this fight is a little bit unlucky for us, fairly unlucky, in that we get a tie, but a tie is not a loss. I would say that I never complain about a tie, but I am actively complaining about the tie because we were 91% to win. Anyway, so here we go ahead and we get our treasure, and I'm going to take the Shepherd's Sling just to boost up our units on the board a little bit. In particular, give this Brave Princess that I know I'm about to buy a little bit better chance at slaying, and we get to make it rain again, which is nice. Go ahead and set things up just so. So things are going pretty okay for us. Would like to have a little bit more health, but doing all right here. And then we get to pretty easily smash this Fates, which somehow does not have an upgraded character already. So I don't know. Things are not going well for them. Maybe they tried to do an egg thing and it backfired. I don't know. So here we keep looking around, and nothing is enticing us. These sugar and spices, it could be a thing. And then here's a little bit of an interesting spot. I decide to go ahead and sell these two dwarves to get our Sleeping Beauty and then wake her up immediately with the Potion of Heroism, which probably makes us a touch weaker for this next fight. Not by much, but does make us, I think, sets us up for more success in the future. And also, in addition to making us a little bit weaker on board, it does make it a little bit harder for our Brave Princess to actually get the attack in. But I thought it was worth it, so we went ahead and got that. Pop into the combat against this Puff Puff, which goes predictably well. I am not a fan of the puffy. I would say that I would like it to be good, but it's probably good that the Puff Puffs are just a meme. So here we're really looking for Arthurs or you know, any friendly spirit would be great. But, you know, I'm not going to say no to an upgraded Lady of the Lake, even after she got nerfed a little bit. So we go ahead and take her, and then I'm going to go ahead and fire off the sugar and spice. Really do want to get that last sleigh in. So we do that. Probably should have a little bit different positioning. I probably should have the Lady of the Lake buffing the Frog Prince. Just to have that, hopefully that Frog Prince can take out 3 or 4 of our opponent's characters if I do that, but whatever. And then we get in here, and I get lucky. By attacking into the one character that we could kill with the Brave Princess, so that worked out pretty well. And then for this treasure, I probably should have taken these fancy pants. That was my first impression. Then I thought, no, we've got some pretty strong royals here. Maybe this Cursed Throne can do something for us. And then I was thinking about the Turkish Delight, but I'm really looking to hit an Arthur. Arthur, Court Wizard, Arthur more than anything else, though. However, I do decide to take the Sultak because it's a very valuable thing to have along the way. Just there are, against certain boards, the Sultak is just going to be an absolute monster to save you. And then I wouldn't, if I wasn't so strongly incentivized to be looking for that Arthur or that friendly spirit, or sorry, we'll say for the Arthur at this point, I would have cast that sugar and spice a lot sooner. But as it was, it works out, and we can see this trophy hunter or sorry, not trophy hunter, Horde Dragon. The Horde Dragon did not get anything together really. Then I get to take one of my favorite hero in the game, Cinderella. Very partial to redheads, and with her in particular, just like it's stronger earlier on, but you're going to be casting spells, so even if you don't want it, by taking her now, you don't have to keep being taunted by her later. And you can skip the treasure at the end if you don't want it. Get that 2 gold back. So, fortunately in this spot, things kind of worked out awkwardly where I wasn't able to cast a spell to get Cinderella going. I do make the correct swap by getting the Sultak to protect 2 creatures. It is a little bit of a waste to not have to put 10 health on a creature, or sorry, 8 health now after the nerf on a creature that has 0 attack, but so it goes. And we go ahead. We get beat up by this nice ranged back line from the pants. And yeah, I'm definitely going to go ahead and take this pair of Ladies of the Lake. So I'm a little bit worried about if I happen to kill 10 characters this round, which is pretty unlikely, but if our opponent has a couple summons, it could happen. Then we would have to fire off the next evil twin that we get immediately, because it won't. If we don't have a spot in hand for it, it'll just spawn up here as one of our as part of our shop, and that'll go away as soon as we roll. So I'm looking a little bit worried about that. So let's go ahead and skip into the fight, which goes pretty well for us. I think we were fairly heavily favored. We get a nice little bit of work in there. We are getting a number of hits from this Cursed Throne. So Evil Eye doubling our upgraded Brave Princesses here. And I decided to go ahead and take this Aeon, so kind of mostly to buff the these ladies in the back, give them some real attack. And here I'm looking to get to level 6 real quick, so I can, because I just need to get level 6, see a good unit in there, good level 6, and I can immediately triple it, get myself a level 6 treasure, and be quite nice. So happy to sell out our backline and get the hand space available for this evil twin. And here I could have been a little bit greedy and tried to do better than this this Green Knight, but I decide this is a spot where I just wanted to play it a little bit safe, a little bit conservative. Go ahead and get this upgraded Green Knight, which works very well with the treasure that we already have. It's doubling its support. It's giving 40 health to our front line, which is quite nice. So this Beauty's influence on the evil Lady of the Lake did not work out as I intended. So how it actually works, so you'll know in the future, is because that Lady of the Lake is evil, it's not just single evil, it's double evil, because to create that upgraded one, I cast 2 instances of Evil Twin, so that makes it double evil. And the first Beauty's influence only it's double evil and then +1 good. So the second, if I cast it again, that will work. Also, I should not have locked this Potion of Heroism. I did so because I thought it was free. It's only free because the Aeon slayed. We got lucky and got another Aeon slay. So that's that. Kind of thinking about taking that the Shoulder Fairies. It's just a lot of stats as is, but we don't have anything scaling on our evil attack. So decide to skip that. Pump that up a little bit. And for this Aeon discount is coming in quite handy. Really, we're looking for here is Empress P. Empress P or Good Boy. At this point, running out of time, I decided to go ahead and take that Friendly Phoenix. Probably should have arranged it a little bit differently to give it a better chance of dying first. So we could get that Coin of Charon buff on it, but whatever. Ends up working out as is. And this fight does not go well for us. Just kind of things are a little bit awkward in our breakpoints. Not quite able to do it. Not that our board is super strong, but take a bunch of damage there. And now we're still looking for that Empress P. That would be our #1 goal. Take that. Probably should have fired off the second Beauty's influence, but did not do it. And so here because we know our two opponents are a Pan and a and the other Royals player, we don't need Soul Tack that much, so I'm reasonably happy to go ahead and sell out of Soul Tack to get this upgraded Friendly Phoenix, or Friendly Spirit. Sorry, Friendly Phoenix is a occasional streamer of Storybook Brawl. But we go ahead and get that in, and we're going to float the fork. This is going to be the treasure that we're going to take after we get one more bonus from this coin. So we get that, we take that, and again, against the ghost, we're really hunting for that Empress P or that good boy. We're just looking for something. We're not going to take any temporary buffs against a ghost. Like that Pegamorph would be nice against a real opponent, and then here I go ahead and realize that our opponent, current opponent for this round is also on a good build, so I choose to sell a unit and cast double Kidnap. I was really hoping that I would get a good boy out of this. However, as it turns out, we killed them dead. So we just have to settle for a reasonably sized sure shot. And this fight is no trouble whatsoever. Which I wish all ghost fights were this easy, but so I thought about casting this. It was all a dream. But the problem with that is I would not be able to go ahead and cast these evil twins that are in my hand this turn if I did that. So, and again, we're just looking for that Empress P. We're looking for a good boy, and it's just not hitting. Well, there's something there. So interesting. This Herc, if we take it, we can evil twin it twice and immediately get a treasure for tripling this unit. And we get this level 6 treasure now, and if we get him to deal 60 or 100 damage, he will give us another level 6 treasure when he completes his quest. If we can complete the quest, if we can get through this next fight and survive that, which we're really hoping to survive this next fight. Not feeling great about it, but if we do, we could potentially get that next level 6 treasure. But let's see. It doesn't feel like it's going well, but things actually just kind of work out, and we win. And we never open Pandora's box because we win. Which, crunching the numbers with SBB Tracker, we were modest favorites to, well, we were favored in that. There was a good chance of a tie too. But so that does it for the initial edition of Rake Reflects. So go ahead and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you then. Until next time, may all your shops be gorgeous and all your hits be surgical.